Welcome to part 18 of the Edwardartsupplyhands series. This part is titled Expansion. A full link to the written post will be in the comments below, as well as Edward's channel, so definitely check those out. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe for more. Part 18, Expansion. I was asked a great question yesterday. I realized I never addressed this in a post before, so I want to do that now. The question is, where do you feel it in your body? This answer will have a few layers to it, so bear with me. When I speak of feeling in my post, I capitalize it because I do not want it to be a simple emotion. I do not just mean feel happy or relief. That is part of it, but I would be lying to you if I said that that is all of it. It is not. There's a greater feeling that I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of a feeling that is unlike any emotion. When you actually feel that what you are seeing and hearing in imagination is real, it sparks a feeling that is unlike any emotion. You actually feel it is real. This means there is no getting, no achieving, no wondering if it's going to work, no trying to manifest, no feeling trapped or stuck. All of that vanishes the moment you actually enter into and feel your wish being granted. Meaning, let's say you want to hear very, very specific news, so you hear it in the mind. Can you actually feel that it is happening to you while you are hearing it? Just as if you were happening in this 3D reality? Can you bring your imagination to feel as real as it is in the 3D? If you were to hear good news here in this world, wouldn't you just hear it and feel whatever you would naturally feel if you heard it? Now imagine you are hearing exactly what you want to hear. It is not going to just spark a basic emotion. You will feel a shift happening within you, and you will have lost yourself in your imaginal act. There's nothing stressful about it, nothing you have to do. You just have to experience the act that would imply you have succeeded and feel it is real. I'm speaking of feeling it just as though it is real. That what you are seeing in your mind is not fake. And not only is it not fake, you can shape it precisely how you want to shape it. This sparks a feeling inside that is unlike any emotion I know. It's an acceptance of the imaginal experience being real. This feeling is an opening, a shift in the mind, an experience that actually changes you to the point you lose yourself entirely in the imaginal act. It does not happen instantly for me, but I can enter it faster if I just accept it is real. In order to actually lose yourself in the imaginal act, one must accept it as real and let go entirely of the outer world. One must suspend rational thinking and just accept it as real. They will free themselves that way in their mind. You expand beyond the limits that you have placed on yourself within. In order to access this feeling, you must not be afraid to assume it is real. If you are not feeling it, then that means you are still bound by your senses in this outer world. You need to allow yourself the freedom to expand beyond the rational mind that is keeping you from experiencing your wish being granted. You cannot be afraid anymore to feel and imagine what you want. So it is more than a basic emotion. It is a shift in feeling that what great news you are hearing or what great things you are seeing is no longer fake, but real. This sparks within you a feeling you cannot describe easily with words. I want you to think of it this way. Take, for example, déjà vu. Would you claim that déjà vu is an emotion? Probably not. It is certainly a feeling, a very peculiar feeling, but not just a basic emotion. And so likewise, this feeling I speak of, this entering into the imaginal act and shifting into it and feeling that it is real, is not just a basic emotion, but it feels like a shift. You feel this feeling that you just moved into the desire fulfilled. You are now experiencing your desire being fulfilled. So when I feel that shift of entering into the world within, and I hear and see what I want, I experience having my desire. I get a feeling that is unlike any basic emotion. Sometimes it starts with a basic question like, what if it was true? Then I allow or accept it to be true, a fact in my mind, And the moment I do this, I feel that feeling, that shift. Or I ask, what would bring me the most relaxation and ecstasy if it was true? What reality would bring me the most joy? So then I proceed to imagine it. But that is not enough. I must now feel that it is my reality, my actual reality. How wonderful would that feel? Or I should say, how wonderful does it feel? The more and more you practice this, the easier it gets. It is only challenging because you're listening to your rational mind. If you keep practicing this, you will see that you can do anything in your mind. It becomes more and more natural to you to accept your perfect imaginal act. It feels like I just gave my body a relaxation it never felt before. I have practiced this a lot now, and I still get that feeling because you can always make your scene, thought, better and lovelier, which produces a greater feeling. For example, suppose you want to be healthy. So you ask yourself, what if I was healthy? What if I never felt better? So then you can proceed to imagine it, only in imagination. You see yourself expressing a beautiful health. Well, can you feel that it is actually happening? Can you let go of the outer world and experience that just as though it is 3D? Then make it lovelier and ask, what if everyone around me as well was experiencing great health? So you see others healthy. You hear them tell you how wonderful they feel. Can you actually feel them telling you that? That there would be no difference if you heard it internally or externally? To you, it is the same. That is the feeling I'm speaking of. So when this happens, I feel an effect in my body. The effect gives my body, personally, a feeling of opening in my mind. An opening beneath my solar plexus, that's the gut, an opening in my chest. I feel alive and open, and my breath deepens, and I naturally breathe through my stomach. My body feels relaxed and opened. Anxieties and worries cease. Again, I do not force this. This is an effect from feeling it real in my mind. I never force myself to do anything in mind. I create a reality within me that I would love to be in. I imagine and feel myself to be there, and I accept it as mine. When you create a reality you love to be in, you will find it so natural to think from it, but only if you love it, because if you love it, you will persist in it. Sometimes I will feel actual gratitude, not always, but true and honest gratitude. There's a difference. There's a gratitude you are feeling just to manifest something, and there's gratitude that springs up from within you that you naturally have because you have it in the mind. But gratitude is not a necessity, just a byproduct for me. Remember, all things are possible within, so it's in your best interest to create a reality where it is perfect for you. When I am speaking of feeling, I do not mean emotion, but acceptance of the fact that your desire is fulfilled. A quote by Neville. A question. I find it difficult to change my concept of self. Why? Answer. Because your desires to change has not been aroused. If you would fall in love with what you really want to be, you would become it. It takes an intense hunger to bring about a transformation of self. As the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O Lord. If you would become as thirsty for perfection as the little hart is for the water, that it braves the angers of the tiger in the forest, you would become perfect. A quote by Neville. So to change, you must fall in love with what you imagine. This means you must give yourself the freedom to imagine what you love. This is how you change. Keep shaping the reality within you until you love it. Just like a potter, you change the shape and mold it until it is to your liking. Then you will fall in love with it. Then you fall in love with you, and you will change because you cannot resist what you love within. Fear causes stagnation, but love transforms. So you learn to let go of fear within yourself and go after what you love. What would you love to have and experience? Then do it. Don't just hear the question, do it. Do it right now in imagination. It is done in your imagination. A quote by Neville. It is my hope that you do not wish to die a hero's death or some martyr's death, but that you really want to live fully and graciously in this world of ours. Live lovingly. If you want money, but no one tells you you shouldn't have money, if you want to extend yourself and be a great artist in the world, let no one tell you that you shouldn't be a great artist. Another quote by Neville. There is no other creator within you. You create everything that you experience within yourself. A quote by Edward. Thank you for listening.